There's one thing standing between you and the life you want: mental strength. And let me tell you something, most people don't have it. They crumble under pressure, make excuses, and let their emotions run the show. But that's not you. You're here because you want more, because you're ready to take control. So, listen up. Mental strength is not something you're born with. It's something you forge. It's built through fire, through struggle, through pushing yourself beyond what you think is possible. You don't get it by reading self-help books or watching motivational videos. You get it by doing the damn work, by stepping into discomfort, by facing every challenge head on and refusing to back down. You want to be mentally strong? Then stop waiting for the perfect conditions. Stop looking for motivation. Motivation is for amateurs. Winners operate on discipline. They do what needs to be done whether they feel like it or not. Rain or shine, tired or energized, in the mood or not, it doesn't matter. They execute. And let me make one thing very clear. Weakness is a choice. If you let negativity, self-doubt, or fear dictate your life, you're choosing to be weak. If you surround yourself with losers, complainers, and energy vampires, you're choosing to be weak. If you make excuses instead of taking responsibility, you're choosing to be weak. And guess what? Weak people don't win. Weak people don't change the world. But if you decide right here, right now, that you are done with weakness, that you will no longer tolerate mediocrity, everything changes. You'll become relentless, unstoppable, the kind of person who doesn't just dream, but does. Who doesn't just talk, but takes action. Who doesn't just exist, but dominates. And here's the final piece. You must believe in yourself with unshakable confidence. Because if you don't believe in you, no one else will. Confidence isn't arrogance. Confidence is knowing that no matter what happens, you will find a way. That no matter how tough it gets, you will not break. That no matter what anyone says, you will win. So make the decision. Right now. Not tomorrow. Not next week. Now. Decide to be mentally strong. Decide to be the kind of person who doesn't quit, who doesn't complain, who doesn't make excuses. Decide to be the one who gets it done. Because at the end of the day, mental strength is not just about surviving. It's about thriving. It's about winning. And it's about becoming the best damn version of yourself. Now go out there and make it happen. Mastering your mindset is the foundation of becoming mentally strong. It is the cornerstone upon which everything else is built. Without the right mindset, no strategy, no discipline, and no amount of effort will get you where you want to go. The problem is, most people let their minds run them instead of taking control. They allow negativity, doubt, and fear to dictate their actions, which leads to failure before they even start. But you're here because you refuse to be like most people. You're here because you want to take control of your mind and forge the kind of mental strength that separates the winners from the weak. The first step to mastering your mindset is taking full responsibility for your thoughts. You are not a victim of circumstances, genetics, or luck. Your mind is yours to control, and the moment you accept that is the moment you take back your power. Too many people go through life blaming their failures on external factors, the economy, their upbringing, their past mistakes. They convince themselves that they can't change because they've always been this way. That's a lie. The truth is, you can rewire your mind, but it starts with eliminating the excuses. You must become hyper-aware of your inner dialogue. What do you tell yourself when things get tough? Do you say, I can't do this? Or do you say, I will find a way? Do you focus on what's missing? Or do you focus on what's possible? Every thought you entertain is shaping your reality. Negative thoughts breed weakness. They sap your energy, destroy your confidence, and keep you stuck in mediocrity. But the good news is, you can train your mind to think like a winner. Start by eliminating self-doubt. Doubt is poison. It creeps into your mind and tells you that you're not good enough, that you don't have what it takes, that you're destined to fail. And if you listen to it, you will. You must fight back. You must drown out doubt with action. The more you prove to yourself that you can handle challenges, the quieter that voice of self-doubt will become. Confidence isn't something you're born with. It's something you earn by taking action despite fear. Next, you must develop mental resilience. This means reprogramming how you view failure. Most people see failure as the end. They try something, it doesn't work, and they give up. But mentally strong people see failure as feedback. They understand that failure is part of the process. Every setback is a lesson. Every rejection is a stepping stone. If you train yourself to see failure as fuel rather than defeat, nothing will stop you. Another key to mastering your mindset is controlling what you feed your brain. Your mind is like a garden. Whatever you plant in it will grow. If you constantly consume negativity, if you surround yourself with people who complain, if you spend your time listening to nonsense, your mind will be filled with weeds. But if you intentionally feed your mind with powerful, positive influences, books, mentors, success stories, you will start thinking differently. You will start believing in yourself. And let's get one thing straight. Mental strength is not about having no fear. It's about having the courage to act despite fear. Fear is always going to be there. It's a natural response. But the difference between winners and losers is that winners feel the fear and do it anyway. They don't let fear stop them. They acknowledge it, push through it, and come out stronger on the other side. So ask yourself, are you in control of your mind, or is your mind controlling you? Are you making decisions based on strength, or are you letting fear dictate your actions? Are you feeding your mind with thoughts that push you forward, or are you drowning in negativity and doubt? Mastering your mindset is a choice. It's a commitment. It's a daily practice. You have to be relentless in guarding your thoughts, in shaping your beliefs, and in taking responsibility for your own mental strength. And if you do this, if you truly take control, you will unlock a level of power and confidence that most people will never experience. Because when your mind is strong, nothing can break you. Embracing adversity is not just about surviving hard times. It's about using those moments to build unshakable mental strength. The reality is, life is going to punch you in the face. It's going to throw obstacles, failures, betrayals, and setbacks your way. And most people, they break, they crumble. They give up at the first sign of difficulty. But you're not like them. You're here because you want to be mentally strong. And that means you need to stop running from adversity and start embracing it like a warrior preparing for battle. Adversity is not your enemy. It is your greatest teacher. Every successful person you admire, every champion, every leader, they didn't get there by having an easy ride. They got there by facing and conquering adversity. The difference between winners and losers is simple. Losers see adversity as a roadblock. Winners see it as a test. When life tests them, they step up and prove their strength. The first step to embracing adversity is changing how you see it. Most people see struggle as something to be avoided. They pray for an easy life, hoping that success will come without hardship. But that's not how the world works. Struggle is the price you pay for greatness. Every challenge, every setback, every failure is a chance to grow stronger. When you start seeing adversity as an opportunity instead of a burden, you unlock a level of resilience that most people will never understand. You need to develop an unbreakable mindset. That means when things go wrong, and you don't complain. You don't whine. You don't throw a pity party. You adapt, you adjust, and you move forward. Winners don't waste time feeling sorry for themselves. They take responsibility. They ask, what can I learn from this? And then they use that lesson to come back even stronger. Think about it. Some of the most powerful people in history were forged in the fire of adversity. Look at any billionaire, any top athlete, any revolutionary leader. They all have one thing in common. They suffered, they struggled, and they used that struggle as fuel. They didn't let adversity break them. They let it build them. Most people, when faced with hardship, look for an escape. They numb themselves with distractions, run back to comfort, or worse, they quit altogether. But you need to do the opposite. When life gets tough, you lean in. You seek out discomfort. You welcome the struggle because you know that every battle you fight is making you stronger. And let me be clear. Embracing adversity doesn't mean you enjoy suffering. It means you understand that suffering is part of the process. It means you accept pain as the cost of growth. Weak people avoid pain, and that's why they stay weak. Strong people endure pain, and that's why they become unstoppable. So how do you train yourself to embrace adversity? Simple. You put yourself in uncomfortable situations on purpose. You do the hard things. You challenge yourself every single day. Because the more you expose yourself to struggle, the more resilient you become. Push yourself physically, mentally, and emotionally. Take on challenges that scare you. Put yourself in situations where failure is possible. Because every time you overcome something difficult, you prove to yourself that you can handle even more. And let's talk about fear. Because fear is the #1 reason people run from adversity. Fear of failure, fear of rejection, fear of looking stupid. But fear is just an illusion. It only has power over you if you let it. The strongest people in the world are not fearless. They just refuse to let fear control them. They take action despite fear, and that's what makes them powerful. So the next time life knocks you down, don't complain, don't make excuses. Don't look for the easy way out. Look that challenge in the eye and say, bring it on, because adversity is not here to stop you. It's here to make you stronger. Most people fail not because they lack talent, intelligence, or resources, but because they lack discipline. They rely on motivation, and motivation is a scam. It's unreliable. It comes and goes. One day you feel unstoppable, and the next day you don't even want to get out of bed. And that's where most people lose. They let their emotions dictate their actions. They wait until they feel like it. But here's the truth. Success doesn't care about your feelings. Winners don't wait for motivation. They execute, they show up and do the work, no matter what. Discipline is the bridge between where you are now and where you want to be. It's about doing what needs to be done, even when you don't feel like doing it. It's about sticking to your commitments, regardless of how hard it gets. Discipline is waking up early when you'd rather sleep in. It's hitting the gym when you're tired. It's putting in extra hours when everyone else has called it a day. It's saying no to distractions, temptations, and excuses. And if you can master discipline, you can accomplish anything. The first step to developing relentless discipline is understanding that your mind is your biggest enemy. Your brain is wired for comfort. It wants to keep you safe, avoid pain, and take the easy route. That's why most people never push themselves. They listen to that weak voice in their head telling them to rest, to take it easy, to quit when things get tough. But discipline is about ignoring that voice. It's about overriding those weak impulses and doing what needs to be done anyway. You need to build non-negotiable habits. Winners don't decide every day whether they're going to work hard. It's already decided. It's part of their identity. If you leave discipline up to a daily decision, you will fail. You need structure. You need routines. You need habits that are set in stone. In stone. And once you commit to them, there is no backing out. If you say you're going to wake up at 5 a.m., you wake up at 5 a.m., no snooze button, no excuses. If you say you're going to hit the gym, you go, no matter how you feel. If you say you're going to work on your goals, you show up and put in the work, whether you're tired, uninspired, or stressed. And let me tell you something. Discipline is a muscle. The more you train it, the stronger it gets. But the opposite is also true. Every time you give in to laziness, every time you make an excuse, every time you take the easy way out, you weaken your discipline. That's why so many people are stuck in mediocrity. They've conditioned themselves to quit. They've built the habit of making excuses. But you're going to break that cycle. You're going to train yourself to be relentless. One of the best ways to build discipline is to start small. Pick one thing and commit to it. Maybe it's waking up early. Maybe it's working out every day. Maybe it's cutting out distractions like social media or TV. Whatever it is, stick to it, no matter what. And once you master that, add another. Keep stacking disciplined habits until they become second nature. Because discipline is not just about what you do, it's about who you become. And here's something most people don't understand. Discipline gives you freedom. Weak people think discipline is restrictive. They think it's about suffering and sacrifice, but the truth is, the most disciplined people are the most free. They are in control of their lives. They're not slaves to their emotions, their impulses, or their bad habits. They don't wake up every day feeling lost or unproductive. They have purpose. They have direction. They have power. So ask yourself, are you disciplined or are you making excuses? Are you committed or are you just interested? Because there's a big difference. Interested people work hard when they feel like it. Committed people work hard no matter what. And if you want to be mentally strong, if you want to be successful, if you want to dominate in life, you must commit. You must develop relentless discipline. You must become the kind of person who gets things done, no matter what. Because at the end of the day, discipline is what separates the winners from the weak. And if you can master it, nothing will be out of your reach. Eliminating weakness from your life is one of the most crucial steps to becoming mentally strong. Weakness is not just about physical strength. It's about the habits, the people, and the mindset that hold you back from achieving greatness. Most people are drowning in weakness, but they don't even realize it. They live in a comfort zone filled with excuses, toxic relationships, and self-destructive behaviors. And then they wonder why they aren't winning. If you want to be mentally strong, you must be ruthless in cutting out every ounce of weakness from your life. Weakness comes in many forms, and the first step to eliminating it is identifying where it exists in your life. Look at your daily habits. Are you constantly procrastinating? Are you wasting hours scrolling through social media or binge watching nonsense? Do you avoid difficult tasks and only do what's easy and comfortable? These are all signs of mental weakness. Winners don't operate like this. They prioritize their time. They focus on what moves them forward. They do what needs to be done, whether they feel like it or not. Weak people, on the other hand, waste their lives on distractions and then complain about not making progress. Another form of weakness is the company you keep. Look at the people around you. Are they pushing you to be better? Or are they dragging you down? Are they disciplined, ambitious, and focused, or are they lazy, negative, and full of excuses? If you're constantly surrounded by people who complain, blame others, and do nothing to change their situation, guess what? You'll become just like them. You cannot afford to keep weak people in your circle. Weakness is contagious. If you associate with losers, you will start thinking and acting like a loser. If you surround yourself with winners, you will start thinking and acting like a winner. It's that simple. You must also eliminate mental weakness. This means no more self-doubt, no more victim mentality, and no more emotional instability. Weak people let their emotions control them. They get offended easily, they seek validation from others, and they break down when things get tough. But mentally strong people, they control their emotions. They don't waste time worrying about what others think. They don't let fear, anger, or sadness dictate their actions. They stay focused and disciplined, no matter what is happening around them. Another major weakness that must be eliminated is comfort. Comfort is the enemy of greatness. Most people are addicted to comfort. They don't want to be challenged. They don't want to struggle, and they don't want to do anything that makes them uncomfortable. But growth only happens when you step outside of your comfort zone. If you want to be strong, you must seek discomfort. Do things that scare you. Challenge yourself daily. Push past your limits. Every time you do something uncomfortable, you are training your mind to be stronger. And let's talk about excuses, because excuses are the biggest weakness of all. Weak people are full of excuses. I'm too tired. I don't have time. I don't have time, the right resources. These are all lies. The truth is, you either make it happen or you don't. Winners find a way. Losers find excuses. It's that simple. If you want to be mentally strong, you must destroy every excuse that comes into your mind. No more complaining. No more blaming others. Take full responsibility for your life. So, what does eliminating weakness really mean? It means being brutally honest with yourself. It means cutting out every toxic habit, every negative influence, and every limiting belief that is holding you back. It means building an unshakable mindset that refuses to settle for mediocrity. It means committing to growth, discipline, and strength every single day. The choice is yours. You can either continue living with weakness, making excuses, surrounding yourself with negativity, and staying stuck where you are, or you can rise above it. You can make the decision right now to eliminate every weakness from your life, and executing with unstoppable confidence is what separates winners from the rest. Confidence is the fuel that drives action, and action is what creates results. Without confidence, even the most talented, intelligent, and capable people hesitate, procrastinate, and ultimately fail. But when you operate with unshakable confidence, you move with purpose, take risks, and make bold decisions that push you forward. The truth is, confidence isn't something you're born with. It's something you build. And once you develop it, nothing and no one can stop you. The first step to executing with confidence is understanding that confidence comes from competence. People who lack confidence don't trust themselves because they haven't put in the work. If you're unprepared, if you haven't sharpened your skills, If you haven't conditioned yourself to be great, of course you're gonna doubt yourself. Executing with unstoppable confidence is what separates winners from the rest. Confidence is the fuel that drives action, and action is what creates results. Without confidence, even the most talented, intelligent, and capable people hesitate, procrastinate, and ultimately fail. But when you operate with unshakable confidence, you move with purpose, take risks, and make bold decisions that push you forward. The truth is, confidence isn't something you're born with, it's something you build. And once you develop it, nothing and no one can stop you. The first step to executing with confidence is understanding that confidence comes from competence. People who lack confidence don't trust themselves because they haven't put in the work. If you're unprepared, if you haven't sharpened your skills, if you haven't conditioned yourself to be great, of course, you're gonna doubt yourself. That's why the best way to build confidence is through relentless preparation. Winners don't just show up hoping for the best. They show up knowing they're ready. They've trained, they've studied, they put in the hours, and they've earned the right to be confident. You need to condition yourself to take action, even when you're uncertain. Most people wait until they feel confident before they act, but that's not how it works. Confidence comes from action, not the other way around. The more you take,